Hello and welcome to episode 2 of the full Essex-Class Timeline. In the last video, we looked briefly at the design phase and the initial orders through 1941. In this episode, we will examine the wartime production through 1942. As 1942 is revealed, you see that a further 4 units were laid down. At the start of 1942, 2 yards on the east coast were actively building Essex-class units. 3 were under construction at the Newport News Shipbuilding and Dry Docking Company in Virginia. These photographs, taken on March 4th, show the progress of construction. Photo 1 shows Essex on shipway number 8 at 50% completion, with construction up to the 3rd deck level. Another photo, taken on the same day of shipway number 9, shows Bonhomme Richard around 20% complete, up to the 2nd platform. After the launch of Massachusetts at Quincy, slipway number 10 became available, and on March 18th, CV-18 was laid down as Oriskany. At Newport News, after 459 days of intense labour and 70% complete, the lead ship of the class made her way down shipway number 8 into the James River. She was towed to the fitting out basin, and just 3 days later, on August the 3rd, CV-12 was laid down in her place as Kearsarge. Throughout the course of 1942, US and Japanese carriers faced off in a series of epic clashes, peaking in the decisive US victory at Midway in June 1942. Most of the US pre-war carriers were lost in this period, and it was decided to revive the names of these now household names in the new Essex class. First to change was CV-16. Cabot became Lexington after the carrier which had been lost at Coral Sea in May. CV-10 changed from Bonhomme Richard to Yorktown, lost at Midway. CV-18 was changed from Oriskany to Wasp, which had been sunk off Guadalcanal in September, and CV-12 from Kearsarge to Hornet, lost at Santa Cruz in October. Although it is considered unlucky to change the name of a ship, the changes were made before the ships were christened, and in the event, none of them fared any worse than the other units. As a result of the success of US carriers in the Pacific, 10 more Essex units were ordered on August the 7th. The hull numbers jumped from CV-21 to CV-31 due to the 9 Independence-class light carriers that had been ordered the previous January. CVs 31 to 35 went to Brooklyn, CVs 36 to 37 to Philadelphia, and CVs 38 to 40 to Norfolk Navy Yard. CV-35 is not a permanent fixture on the chart as it was never completed, but it will be superimposed when needed. On September 26th, Lexington was launched by Louise Robinson to become the 2nd unit afloat. Let's head over to the Quincy Yard to get a feel of the occasion, courtesy of the National Archives. Rear Admiral Frederick Sherman, captain of the old Lexington, sunk in the Battle of Coral Sea, was there to give a speech.
I christen thee Lexington.
Of the old Lexington, we pass on to this new Lexington. You men who have worked on this ship have already set a record for speed in construction. I am sure that the workmanship is of the highest quality.
On December 7th, 1942, 1 year after the Day of Infamy, the Bunker Hill CV-17 slid down the ways at Quincy, becoming the 3rd unit afloat. On the same day, Franklin, CV-13 at Newport News, was laid down in the new graving dock shipway number 11, next to Intrepid. 8 days later, over at Brooklyn Navy Yard, where 6 Essex units were on order, CV-20 was finally laid down in the newly completed dry dock number 6 as Bennington. On the final day of 1942, CV-9 departed the shipyard after 612 days at Newport News and made the short 1-hour journey across Hampton Roads to the Norfolk Navy Yard on the Elizabeth River. That same day, she was placed in commission, becoming the first Essex-class carrier to join the US fleet, more than a year ahead of schedule. It was a truly remarkable feat of shipbuilding management and engineering. At the close of 1942, there were 6 units on the slipway under construction, 2 units were fitting out, and 1 unit was in commission. A further 14 units had been ordered but yet to be laid down. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to catch the next video where we move on to 1943. Attached as an appendix are bonus construction images from 1942.